G'day mates and welcome to the Iron Sky Signal. My name is Timo Vuorensola and I'm the director of this awesome film about the Nazis from the dark side of the moon. As you may know, Iron Sky will be made in 3 countries, in Finland and in Germany and in Australia. The film is going to be shot, mostly the studio part is going to be shot in Australia. So we went in the beginning of this summer, we went over to Australia and enjoyed their beautiful winter and took a little time to do some recce, some scouting, some casting and generally meeting the people of the production crew over there. We will be shooting most of the location shootings in Germany. Location means that when we actually bring our cameras into some building or some specific location to shoot the film there, and most of our studios in Australia. But we couldn't find all of our locations from Germany, so we decided that we're going to take a little look at Australian countryside and see what's there. So this is what we found. We are on a recce here in Australia, in Brisbane. We're looking for an old farmhouse. The farmhouse should be something that would be around in New York, so we need to find a specific type and also watch a little bit about not getting too Australian kind of nature.
I think it's a little bit to do here, but I like the style. I like the dilapidated. It's a little bit too dilapidated though for us. We will have to look a little further, I think.
Filmmaking is not always horrible. We had a pretty nice couple of days driving around the Australian countryside and the hills and seeing the beautiful sceneries, and we did actually find something quite unexpected there too. We found a German farm from Australia. This is actually a film set for movies, some film, I don't know which one. House of Wax and Scooby-Doo maybe. So there's a lot of film sets that are built here and left here because the studios are very close.
And we went all the way to Australia to find a German house. How about that?
And finally we did find the perfect farmhouse, and we decided to move that scene from Germany shootings to Australia shootings, and the place is just perfect. In these signals you usually see us going into some interesting places and traveling around the world and going to these wonderful locations and all that. But to be honest, 95% of the time filmmaking looks like this.
What we would want to have is a platform or something that we could shape the actors, and then have some poles in there in this platform where we can make the track marks, and they will shape the sets afterwards.
We had a lot of meetings, days and days of meetings, discussing the budget, discussing special effects, visual effects, stunts, all that stuff that needs to be taken care of before we start shooting. We'll be needing a lot of stone-cold professionals on different areas of filmmaking, because we have quite complex scenes in the film, like collapsing moon tunnels and big gunfights and all that, and we don't want that anybody gets hurt, and our insurance company wants to know that we are quite in the hands of good professionals. And I step from the door and I start shooting with your eyes closed. Yeah, eyes closed, like this, and things just explode everywhere. The last leg of our trip took us to Sydney, where we attended Supanova Pop Culture Expo, which is basically a convention for science fiction, fantasy, TV, movies, geeks and all that. We were quite a late addition to the program, so we had a lot of things to do before we were ready to face the music.
Okay, it's now Friday morning and we are getting ready for the Supanova Pop Culture Expo. We'll have to pick up all kinds of stuff like posters and this TV and a DVD player a friendly fan agreed to lend to us, and we will reward him with beer and merchandise. So far we have gotten out of the parking garage, which took us only, what, 20 minutes, so this will be an interesting day. Now we are waiting for the GPS to find the satellites, and then we maybe have an inkling of where we should be going.
Okay, hi, I'm Jessica Pine, I work for New Holland Pictures and we're with Iron Sky now. We're in the Dome in the Sydney Olympic Park and we're just setting up for Supanova for the next 2 days.
The booth was located in the best possible location in the Sydney Olympic Stadium, and it was also quite big, so we did eventually find ourselves to be in quite of a hurry to set it up, but eventually we were able to pull it through just in time. As you can see, we've set up pretty nicely everything here. The banner is very nicely dominant over there, and what we're going to do is we're going to steal the best tips from all of these others. When we came to the stadium in the morning, it was easy to believe that there was going to be over 15,000 people coming and attending the Supanova Expo this year. The Supanova event is just about to begin. As you can see, there's already some people lining up there, and by some I mean very many. Actually, I mean it's fucking crowded. There was a lot of splendid costumes, as there usually is in this kind of conventions, but this was very special. We met all kind of people, from Star Wars characters to anime characters to working droids from Star Trek, Star Wars, Daleks. We met the Anonymous came us and threw us a little dance number, and eventually we ran into the thinner version of Finnish superhero Lordi himself.
I want to cry.
There was a lot of interest in our teasers and trailers in Supanova because we were located at the best possible location in the stadium. We had a lot of interesting discussions with people who were interested in moon Nazis, and also with people who actually believed that they are Nazis on the moon. Now, who wouldn't believe that eventually? And of course, many people were very interested on our cool merchandise, which was very helpful for us because, you know, trip to Australia is never very cheap.
Been doing really well. Merchandise is selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, merchandise. The problem is that we have merchandise, we don't have the money to pull it back to Finland, so we need to get rid of it. Luckily, there's not that much left anymore, but of anything.
And the sizes, we've run down to XL and XL.
Yeah, you know, Australian sci-fi fans are skinny.
So after Supanova, it was time for us to pack our bags and head back to Finland for a 30-hour flight back into the heat of the Finnish summer. I would like to take a moment and thank at first everybody who helped us in the Supanova, who came by at the booth and started to spread the word of Iron Sky all over in Australia. I think we're doing quite fine there by now. Especially I would like to thank Jeremy, who loaned the TV for us, and also Bruce from Coolshite, who helped us with the tech stuff, and Brent from Gifts for Geeks, who helped us with the booth, and Jessica, who was there helping us to keep our minds together during the Supanova. If you want to see more on what happened in Australia, you should go to this address, which is our YouTube address, and check out my director diaries, where I tell you a little bit more of inside things about what we were doing in Australia. But I'm gonna end now. I would like to wish you all the best autumn you can have. Thanks again for watching. This was the second part of the Australian Odyssey for Iron Sky team, and we will be back with Iron Sky Signal very soon, so stay tuned and be prepared, the moon Nazis are coming!